Hi everyone, welcome to Connective Technologies. Today I am going to explain a very interesting concept. Okay, so that is end-to-end process for Oracle Fusion support. Okay, so how it will be there, I am going to explain. Or else we can call it as a 1 minute. Yeah. So we can call it as a how we can or else how I can fix or resolve the issue with the help of a business change request or a change request or a fusion request in Oracle Fusion Financials or a Cloud Financials. Okay, so I will show you this end-to-end flow. Okay, with a beautiful PPT flow. So we'll see in detail. Okay, let's go there. So before we are moving to the support process, so here we have some terms and then some explanation. So we'll get to know that. So PMO, so Program Management Office. So there are a very high level team. So if you want to move any particular change from our respective test environment to production, so we need this PMO approvals based on the complexity of the issue under. Next we have a CCB. So CCB means it's a central change board. So if any code or a particular configuration you want to move from production instance, sorry, just to production environment, we should have the CCB approval. So what this CCB approval they will do, they will review the code and configuration accordingly. They will provide the approval. Then accordingly it will move to the next process. Next, we have a FSG team or else FSG team. So both are same. It's a Fusion Service Desk, Fusion Support team. These two teams they will be doing Fusion supporting projects. I mean to say it's a production support team. These two people they are doing Fusion supporting team. So once we went go live, then after we provide the hypercare. Then after that hypercare is completed, it will move to the normal support zone, normal supporting. So thus that particular normal support it will handle by the this respective FSD team or else fusion support team. Okay. So then we have a CM. CM is a change management team, or else we have a FCM. Fusion change management and change management both are same. And here we have a BCR. So business change request. So then this change management team, what they will do, whenever if you want move the any particular change to the from production environment, so I mean some test to production environment, so they will give the some incident number or a change request number. Accordingly, they will follow up with the consulting. Then based on that, they will move that respect to fix to the so target instance based on the test to prod or whatever it may be. Then next we have a FR fusion request form, CR change request form. So these three business change request, fusion change request, CR. So these are all depends on the complexity of the issue which we are working. Accordingly, we will segregate business change request. It's a mainly configuration related issue. Fusion change request. It is a production some ticketing for some production related issue. CR means it's an enhancement request like that we will use. It depends on the complexity of the issue, and then accordingly we will segregate the issue type. So next, so here we have some ticketing tool. So like Jira. So whenever the user is getting any issue in a production environment by using any one of these ticketing tool, either Snow Request, Jira or Zoho Bug Tracker, they will raise the incident that will assign to the respective support team member. Okay, so there are a lot of ticketing tool it will be available in the market. So but here I have taken these three as an example. Okay, so these are the some terms we need to know. Okay, so then after that we will go and see the whole process. So business issue resolution or a fix via SR. It could be service request like Oracle SR, and we have a change request. We have a business change request, and we have a FR also fusion change request. Okay, for a global customer, for example, okay, we have a GE, and then we have a McDonald's, Wells Fargo, and Volvo. Okay, so these customers, I'm just taking as an example here. Okay, So just for a better understanding purpose, okay, just for an example we taken these customers. So let's see the process one by one in detail here. So whenever the users are trying to create any transaction in the production environment, so they will get the issues. Maybe it could be accounting error or some validation error or some form issues, or maybe report may be not working properly, the output may be not correct. So there are a lot of issues they will get in daily day-to-day activities which they are performing in a production instance, using production instance. So once the user is getting any issue in production instance, what that particular business user he will do, he will use the any one of the ticketing tool. Okay, that business user they will log the request. It's an incident. Okay, so then this incident it will assign it to the our production support team. It could be Fusion Service Desk team or else Fusion Service Desk team, or else we have a Fusion support team. So any one of the team it will go and assign because they are working depends on the customer. They will work 24 by 7. They have a three shifts accordingly. That respect to team member, it will go and assign that ticket once the business user log the ticket. So while the business user uh, log the ticket, so that at the time he will attach all relevant screen prints about that issue, txt files, log files. So everything he will attach and he will raise the ticket and it will assign it to the respective FSD team member or else a FST team member, Fusion Service Desk team. So once the ticket is assigned to the Fusion Service Desk team member, okay, that respective model wise we have consultants like AP, some persons it will be there. For AR, few people will be there. DL, FA, Cashman, like that. So each model wise concern support team members will be there. It will be assigned to the respective team. So then once it is assigned, that particular support team, they will do the R&D POC internal testing. So why this issue is coming? Is there any setup mismatch? Is there any configuration missing in the production environment? Or else is there any bug? Or else user is doing the activity or a transaction process wrongly? Or else we have a quarterly update. So once we apply the 24D patch or 24C patch, this issue is coming, and we have a particular patch for a specific bug fixes, so that they will verify the in detail. Then he will came to know. So sometimes he can able to fix the issue which was raised by the user, or else sometimes it will be fixed via SR. That means Oracle Service Request. I mean, depends on the complexity, depends on the issue type. Sometimes that particular support team member he can able to fix the issue, or else it will come via. I mean, the solution we will get to know via the Oracle SR also. Okay, but the solution if is identified within the support team member or a Oracle SR, so the deployment process would be the same. Okay, we'll see that. So let's assume for the time being, in this case, the particular support team member he couldn't able to resolve the issues at this moment. So because of that, he logged the SR by using the My Oracle support. Okay, so here we have to create the Oracle Metalink with the help of CSI number, customer support identify number. So then after that, what it will happen? So it will go and raise the SR with Oracle support team. It will assign it to the particular SR engineer. He is going to provide the fix or a solution based on the that particular issue complexity. So here also we have a different types they will consider that issue. Okay, like if it is a very complex, so they will create a bug at the initial stage and they will check with the development team again whether it is really bug or not, whether it is a form behavior or application behavior or latest upgrade wise it is creating the issue. They will check with their development team within the Oracle SR engineer, Oracle support team. They will verify with their product team. Then they will come to know whether it is bug or not. Okay. So then after that, if you raise the ticket for any new process or a, enhancement which is not available in the current Oracle Fusion standard flow. So in this case, that Oracle SR engineer, he will consider this process, this solution may not available. It's not available in the product Oracle standard functionality. So to get that solution, to get that particular process, it may take time. So they will ask us to raise the enhancement request in the idea lab. So once we raise the SR idea, sorry, enhancement request in the idea lab, we have to save that idea number to SR engineer over the SR update. That particular enhancement request related solution we will be receiving, sorry, we will be received on a quarterly patch releases. Okay, so we have a quarterly releases. If it is an year enhancement request, it will fix by the Oracle every quarterly patch releases. We have, right, 24A, 24B, 24C, 24D. Every quarter we have a new changes, new updates. So those are related to bug fixes or a enhancement request only. So that we can see in our quarterly releases patch. So if in case that fix is not related to bug or enhancement request, if the SR engineer know the solution, he will directly provide the fix or a solution for the respective error, respective SR which we raised in the Oracle support, I mean the meta link. So okay, now the SR engineer provide the fix. So if in case there is no SR support process, okay, so from this process onwards it will be the same. I mean to say, so here if there is no support process like this, SR creation providing the solution by SR engineer, if it is not there from SR direct support team member, FSD team member or FST team member, if we know the solution, directly we will jump onto this process. This process it may not available. This entire SR creation it won't come into the picture. If he doesn't know the solution, then if you go for a SR seek help from the SR engineer, then this whole process it will be involved. If know the SR engineer, sorry, support team member, you know the solution, directly he will configure that respect to change or a solution in their respect to test environment. Accordingly, he will test it. Okay. So now let's assume in our case, it support team member he doesn't know the solution. We I mean that particular guy he raised the SR with Oracle. He provide the solution. Either it could be maybe bug form of, or I mean bug process wise or enhancements or as given direct solution. So for our example, we are considering directly SR engineer know the solution. He provide the solution about that issue. So then FSD team member or FST team member like a Fusion support team, they will configure the appropriate solution in a dev 10 or a test or UAT environment, and they will do the testing R&D, both positive and negative testing internally. Then once the testing is done, that support team member he will get to know what are the fix was given by the Oracle. It is working fine as per our expectation. Okay, so what are the solution which was offered by the Oracle SR engineer that we deployed in the test environment, then accordingly we test the internally about that fix and all, it is working fine, that we are get to know that. So once the issue is working as per the our expectation, then the next process would be we have a we have to do our respective business user who log the incident, right, at the beginning. So that business user we should ask them to create a either service request, sorry, not service request, fusion request, or as a change request or a BCR, business change request. We will ask based on the complexity of the issue. We will ask the respective business user to raise the request for a fusion request or a change request or a business change request. Okay, once the particular change request they raised and they share with the respective fusion support team, then within that change request we will add the appropriate fix or a configuration to resolve that issue. So within the business change request or a fusion change request form itself, we will that respective fusion service desk team or a support team, they will add the appropriate configuration, and that particular configuration they will add it, and that particular CR change request will share it to the change management team. So what this change management team will do? So these change management team, it is as center point for all the teams like finance, procurement, reporting, technical, integration, procurement, order management. So I mean how many streams we have it for our customer. Accordingly, those teams, these change management team will interact relating to configuration or testing and doing the internal testing conducting the this particular walkthrough session or sharing the test cases with the business user, getting the sign off and deploying that particular fix to the production environment. That whole process it will taken care by this change management team. So if you see the normal small customers, small clients, like a CRI pumps or else I mean any small customer like a Patanjali or a TGD, or else we have a Vizag Steel, Coromandel. So these guys also they are using the Oracle Fusion or EBS. So for those kind of domestic customers, small customers, we will not see this kind of heavy process because they know the solution directly. They will fix it and they will test it and they will move to the production environment. But when it comes to these global customer, they have operations in across the globe. If something goes wrong, entire process will be stopped. So that is the reason why they will follow the process. They won't take the risk. Okay. So because of that, this change management will come into the picture. So this change management team will review the CR which was shared by the business user. They will review the fix whether it is reasonable fix or not, whether it is a considerable CR or not, which country related, I mean issue it is for. So everything they will review it. Once they review that particular CR which was shared by the business user, they will create a one tracking ID. It's a BCR ID we can say, Fusion Change Request ID we can say. So they will validate everything and that change management team they will review and they will provide the one CR number. Then after that, this change management team will share this particular CR or a business change request form to CCB approval. So what this CCB will do, these guys are the central change board. So what these people will do, if you want move the any particular production, I mean configuration from lower environment to test environment to production environment, they will review. So what are the solution which was proposed by the either Oracle support team here or else within our support guide, they will review it whether he given the appropriate solution, the configuration is correct or not, the fix which was offered by the Oracle whether it is correct or not. So from where it is going, where it is coming, what is the impact? Okay, how many users level it is impacting? So what is the risk? Everything they will review within the CR itself. Then accordingly they will approve it. So, okay, so if there is no CCP approval, it won't go for a production migration. So please keep in mind. So these guys are the high level people, solution architects, which are there sitting in this particular position. So they know the each and everything about the product and about the client process. So then accordingly they will approve the fix. So if these guys are approved, the CCBT, then only it will move to the production environment. Otherwise, that entire process, what are the costs, what are the efforts which we spend as of CCP approval case, so that entire will be waste. I mean to say money or else time, cost, whatever it may be, they won't accept. If risk is there about that production, about the ticket, if you move to the production, if risk is there, 100% they will not approve. So they don't bother about cost, time, efforts which we spent as of now. Okay. So once the CCP approval is provided for the respect to change, so then after that, the change management team will share that particular business request form or a fusion request form to the relevant track leads or a particular team members like a finance team, integration team, technical, PPM, reporting, procurement, order management. I mean to say depends on the issue. So if it is a PO related, PO track lead, if they, the change management team will share that ticket, that CR, or as it is finance related, finance team members they will share the CR. So like that. So once that particular CR it will be moved to the respective finance team. That finance team has to review the ticket and they have to provide the IA. So here IA means it's an impact analysis. So what are the solution which was offered by the Oracle SR engineer here? Okay, we tested. I mean to say that support guy tested, and it will coming to again finance team to move to the respective production environment. So here it will provide the impact analysis. Impact analysis means so how many days it will take to do the configuration in the lower environment like a test environment or UAT environment. How many days it will take for a testing. So whole process where it is configured, what is the task name, what is the impact for the users. So everything we have to review it. So then once we provide the impact analysis for the respective change request here, then that respective finance team, they will deploy the solution which was offered by the, the configuration given in the CR, which was given by the respective fusion team or a support team. The same configuration he will do in a Dev 1 or a UAT instance, that finance team. Once the configuration, everything is done, okay, so that finance team, they will prepare the test cases, test scenarios, and they will share with these test cases, test scenarios to the respective business user. So because what is the testing scope that we have to check with the business user. So we cannot go and test one or two test cases randomly, saying that yes, its fix is working, it is working as per our expectation. No. So for these big customers who raise the incident, right, this business user. So this particular person has to provide the testing scope. How many BUs we have to test, how many supplies we have to take, what currencies we have to use for testing, what items we have to use for a testing, which bank account we use for a testing. Okay, each and everything. This guy, the business user has to provide the scope of the testing, how many BUs, how many LEs under. Then once he confirm the testing scope, then we can start the testing. That finance team team member, they will start the testing based on the testing confirmation. The scope confirmation. So once the testing is done, so the finance team will share the test results along with the screenshots with the business user. So once the testing is done, this finance team, they will share the test results along with the screenshots to the respective business user. So once we share the test results along with the business, test cases, or sorry, test screens results along with the screen prints, what it will happen, if it is a small chain, so by seeing the screenshots, the process document and all, business team will, they will approve and they will provide the sign off mail. If it is a change is related to big, the complex is very high, testing scope is very high, that respective business user, he will ask us to schedule a walkthrough, test results walkthrough session over the Zoom, over the Teams. So in this case, as a finance guy, he has to schedule a one test results walkthrough session along with the respective business users, and we can show to the respective all the testing scope, test scenarios which we tested in the screen prints, right? That we can show to the respective business users. Then they will review it, each and everything. It's relating to functionality wise, report wise, accounting entries wise, performance wise, everything they will review it. Or else, if they are not satisfied with the test screenshot by seeing the screenshot, then we have to show that same process in the application directly in front of the users. Once they are happy with the test results, then they will provide the that particular UAT sign off with the our respective finance team. They will provide the sign off. So I am happy with the test results. So please consider my mail as a UAT sign off, like that. They will send a mail. So based on the UAT sign off, then what we will do? So then some rest process will be there. So we have to complete the testing completion certification that we submit to the respective change management team. Then what change management team will do? They will give the another incident or a CR number to deploy the particular change in the production environment. So based on the change management team confirmation, that finance guy will do the configuration in the production environment. Okay. So here what it will happen, we got the approval, that approval mail, within the mail itself, we have change management business team or finance team. So by seeing the mail, and we have to create one testing completion certification, and that we have to prepare, that we will give it to our respective change management team. So based on that test results approval mail and all, he will give the one instant or some ID, ticket ID to log in into the production instance. So here, while log into the production instance, so that passwords, it might be changed every 15 days, every 30 days. There they will not use our actual credentials. So to do the configuration of production environment for a big customer, they will create the prod configurator users. So like prod config 1, config 2, config 3. So like that we have some free defined users which are already there. that we have to assign that ticket to, I mean that ID to our username by logging to the internal Fusion Service Desk ticketing tools and all. So once you assign that particular respective config ID to your name by logging that password and config ID, you can deploy the respective change in the production environment. So here also we can do the lot of process. It will be there for big customers. So once the production is done, I mean the deployment is done in the production environment, the finance team will send a mail confirmations to the business saying that this particular issue is fixed in the production environment. Please check and confirm. So once the mail sent, I mean once we send the mail to the respective business user, so they will check and they will confirm that. So yes, the fix is it's a working as per expectation. Okay, then they will close this respective ticket or instant which was raised by the business user in the beginning. Okay, but here we have a, I mean, depends on the ticket. We have a 4 days, 5 days, 7 days. Within 7 days of a grace period, this business user again he can reopen the ticket, and at any point of time, if that fix is not working, again that user reopen the ticket and he will come back and get the resolution from us. Okay, so that it will be the depends on the ticket which you are working, the complexity and company to company, customer to customer. So these SLAs are will be service line agreement will be the different. Okay, yeah. So this is the whole end-to-end whole process to change the, sorry, to move the particular change to the production environment with the help of either fusion request or a service request, I mean Oracle service request or a business change request or a change request. So these many teams will be involved. These many process we have to follow to move the single fix or a configurations to the production environment. Okay, yeah. So I hope you guys now very clear by seeing this step by step process. Okay, this is a whole support process also we can say. So support process, Oracle normal support process also it will be there. So in your interview, so if anyone asks, so tell this entire whole process flow. Okay. Yeah, so this is all about end-to-end support process for Oracle Fusion, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys. So please subscribe to Connective Technologies for more and more videos for a quality education purpose. Okay. So thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.